Mr. Gladstone steps in for a hug, swallowing me in his bear-like arms. He's a wide, stocky man with a lot of muscle under a layer of fat and thick hair. He has the body of a former college football player who turned in his cleats for slippers. "Welcome to the family," he says, crushing me as Kara stares me down with an intense glare. I take a much-needed breath as he lets me go. "This is my wife, Kara," he says, turning to show his silicone trophy. She reaches out for a handshake, and I hold my breath as I slide my hand into hers. A little whimper escapes my throat as she clamps down on it, crushing my fingers in her CrossFit grip. "Nice to meet you," she says through clenched teeth. She's going to be a problem. "Come," Mr. Gladstone says, grabbing my arm and pulling me away. "This is my plane." He points up to it, and my heart starts beating fast when I look into the huge, flat-rated engines that are capable of 16,500 pounds of thrust. This is so exciting. Mr. Gladstone starts telling me about the aircraft, but I already know everything about it. I love planes. I nod and pretend I'm learning it all for the first time. He's enthusiastic and full of life when he talks, moving his hands animatedly as he nods his head and smiles. He's a handsome man, in his mid-50s with wisps of gray on the sides of his dark hair. He has a nice smile and fierce brown eyes that command your attention, which I'm sure is one of the reasons why he has a 10-figure bank account. "Where are we going today?" I ask when he's done showing me around the plane. Kara disappeared into it a few minutes ago. "The Cayman Islands," he says, rubbing the salt and pepper stubble on his thick jaw. "I have a meeting with Prince Khalib of Pretoria, trying to sell him a fleet of yachts. Word on the street is he's looking to buy 60, one for each of the girls in his harem." I shake my head in disbelief. I've stepped into a new world, the world of billionaires and unlimited money. Much different from my world of late rent and double coupon days. I better get used to it. In my world, we buy generic brand aluminum paper and stock up on our favorite gum when it goes on sale for 11 cents off. Yachts and private jets are not things that are normally in my broke little universe. "Well, good luck," I say as we head toward the steps leading into the plane. "I hope you make the sale." "I don't need luck," he says, puffing out his wide chest. "I made my first million while I was in high school, and my first billion when I was 34. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's selling." His enthusiasm is contagious, and I can't help but smile. I knew this job would be great. Following around a billionaire to exotic locations with the best of everything, 5-star hotels and restaurants, limousines and yachts. I can't wait to see all of the sights. I've never been anywhere, and Marvin Gladstone is known to travel to the best spots in the Caribbean, Europe, and Asia, and I get to go with him. My eyes dart to my watch. We're scheduled to leave at 9:46, and I would like to make sure that the galley and cabin are ready for the flight. "Should we head inside?" Mr. Gladstone nods. "Let's go make some money." My grin widens and my pulse races as I walk up the steps into the aircraft. Adrenaline pumps through my body with every step that I take. This is my dream job. Well, actually, my dream job would be the one behind the controls in the cockpit, but this is good too. Mr. Gladstone disappears into the fuselage as I step inside with wide eyes. Talk about luxury. The hardwood floors alone are probably worth more than my condo. I glance down into the cabin, and Kara is sitting cross-legged on one of the large leather seats that look like lazy boys, flipping the magazine on her lap with an annoyed look on her face. Her eyes dart up to mine, and I turn around quickly before she can scowl at me. My heart thumps as I stare open-mouthed at the cockpit. There are so many lights and buttons. This is what a gambler must feel like when they walk into a casino, or a little kid staring at his unopened presents on Christmas morning. I want to touch everything. I want to slide into the leather captain's seat.